Welcome back to another episode of Flying Brown's Garage. Tonight, we will be pulling the 17.5 off of the beast because we finally got it tweaked and tuned and it runs great. Compression release is working properly. Everything is working great on this engine. We took the carburetor off and cleaned and repaired all that good shit. Everything's been cleaned and put back together and it is ready to be pulled. All I gotta do is take the shaft and shit loose so I can get the pulley off and then pull the bolts holding the engine on, and we can go ahead and lift it up off this tractor. So let's get to the video. Getting ready to pull this engine off. Bit tricky. Get some of these bolts. There we go. That's the mounting hardware. So the engine itself, there we go, is loose. Now we're going to get ready to pull this thing off of here. And I got to do it saving my back because my back is not good. Alright, so we have got the engine lifted from the tractor. I'm in the process of getting parts together that go with this tractor. Get them stuffed off in here, and then we're going to get this rolled down out of the way, and then well, we need to pull the battery out too because I need the battery. So I need the battery to get the other tractor up here. So we're going to take the battery out, get everything down and out of the way, and then we'll be ready to bring the lawnmower up on here tomorrow. I'm probably going to pull the 22 horse out there with the I'm going to pull the 22 horse out there with the mud slut, and I'll probably back this in here, that way I can take the mud slut and just back it up to it and drop the engine in place, bolt it in, and I can roll it up here. Alright, well, we got the battery pulled, we've got the beast off the lift and over to the side, and we got the engine ready to go on the tractor. The only thing I got to do is connect that wire back together right there and plug her in, and we're good to go. So I'm going to call it a night, go in there and get me some rest, edit some videos, and I will be back out here tomorrow to take care of the rest of this. Alright guys, it is the next day. I'm back out here in the shop. It is probably 7 in the morning. And it's starting to get a little cold out now because it's chilly out here. I've actually I've broke out the heater. I haven't got a any material to build a wood burning stove, wood burn heater yet, because I want to install one right about there. Then that would help me heat up a lot better. But this for now, better than nothing. Plus I don't have a door to keep it in, so I just kind of stand in front of it. So today I'm about to take this battery here, go put it on the lawnmower and get it brought around here and start removing the deck off of it, because I need to remove the deck first before I start trying to pull the engine. So we'll get it over here, get it lifted up, we'll get the deck removed off of it, and then we can actually start getting the engine unbolted and get it ready to pull. So I'm going to warm up for a few minutes and then we're going to go ahead and start on this project for the day. Alright, so it's warmed up a little bit. I actually pulled this out and it was so dirty and wet from dew. I couldn't work on it that way, so I actually took it and washed it in the front, and it's all nice and clean except for where my feet were. I mean, if you remember seeing inside of the hood, it was like black. So as of now, I am about to remove the deck. So I'm going to get the deck out from under it, get it unbolted and everything, and then get it down and ready to pull. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start getting this engine disassembled. So we will have us a clear path to get this engine on. Making sure y'all can see the project. I'm going to tighten these back up so they don't fall out. It is time to pull the engine off of the tractor. Should come right out. So we're going to give that a shot. mud slut's got the engine up here, but the only thing is it's not high enough for me to raise it and put it onto the mud slut. So I'm probably going to do some sketchy shit. Yeah, we're probably going to do some sketchy shit. I'm going to go ahead and get the red lawnmower up here and get it hoisted up onto the lift and ready for the 17.5 to go onto it. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bust out my ramps, back the mud slut up onto ramps. It'll put it at an angle in the rear. It'll raise it up past my bumpers here, and it should give me just enough to drop her right in. Alright guys, so I'm just going to take a quick second here and got to say a couple things. I guess this is my little commercial. But subscribe to the channel. Go down there and like it, because it don't get seen if you don't like it. Apparently YouTube has some kind of weird algorithm or whatever hell it's called, that just, if you don't like and engage in the videos, they don't get seen as much. So comment down below, like the videos, go check out Facebook, the Instagram, and I'm probably going to lose the Snapchat soon, so I wouldn't even bother with that. Other than that, yeah, go do all those things and go check out some of the previous videos that I've filmed before. There's tons of videos on this channel, and you know, there's pretty good videos back then, and it'll kind of show you where I've came from and where I've gotten to. So go check out those videos and keep engaging with ones I'm making, and that's all I really got to say. So let's get back into the video. Didn't even need to hoist it up. Was able to just roll her up on into place. That's it. That's in place. And ready to drop in. Went ahead and did this off camera because I got so much to do. Engine is on. Everything is back on except for the hood and the deck. But it runs absolutely perfect. Like, I couldn't ask for better. Loud backfire. Everything works perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the hood on. I'm going to drop it down from here, and I'm going to get the deck put on it. The lawnmower is fixed. The deck is back on. Everything is perfect. Everything is set and tweaked just the way it should be. The deck is level. It goes through all 5 settings. We got our engine on with muffler. All wiring is correct. The throttle is correct. Ignition is correct. Timing is correct. Everything. Blades have been sharpened, straightened. Everything on this this lawnmower is correct. I even repaired the deck where it had a hole in it. So this lawnmower is ready to go. I'm about to pull it around back, park it, and go ahead and get to work on the beast. Alright, it is the next day. We are out here about to start working on the beast. The 22 670 cc is dropped in place on the beast. Oh man, that looks good. That's what it should look like. Man, I didn't realize how puny that other engine was until that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Ain't much room. I kind of crammed everything in this one. But it fits. It actually fits. Hood fits. There isn't much clearance, but it is in there. I have the engine bolted down. I have the engine pulley on. I've got to fire this thing up because I don't know. The throttle on this thing's a little tricky. If you see it, looks like it's maxed out. Let's see. But you see how it looks like that's the idle screw. But it looks like the throttle's maxed out, so I don't know if that's idle or that's idle. I'm hoping that's not idle. If it is, I got to do a reverse spring. It probably is. But we're going to check that. We get fired up. And I'll figure and determine where I need to put the springs and this, that, and another, and then we'll go from there. But what I got to do now is I got to go get the battery out of the tractor again. Out of the lawnmower, as I should say, and put it in. I am going to, because I've been having a problem with this thing when I first tried to start it. The belt's a little too tight for this setup, and it's the only size belt I have that comes remotely close to fitting this. I don't want to buy one. So the clutch pulley is a V pulley, about just like this, but a little bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this V-pulley and put it in its place, and it should give me the clutching that I need, so that when I actually clutch, it'll actually disengage the belt instead of still trying to spin the tractor. So, but first, battery fired up, see what's going on with the idle. We're going to pull the top off the carburetor here. I'll grab my baby bottle feeder and bottle feed it. Now if it was a revival, I'd be using a 3-in-1 or 30-in-1 oil mix. But since it's just something I've previously had running recently, we're going to just use a regular gasoline. Good as far as dirt. Alright. Just prime. Let's see what it does. Well, it runs good. It just falls flat on its face when I try to accelerate. Well, I got the cowl, the engine off and all that stuff. Trying to clean it up some before I go to welding on it, because there's so much grass in it I don't want to ignite the motor or the engine. So I've been wondering what it smelled so weird, because the engine just had a weird smell. Well, I found out why. This is the first time I have found a dead mouse in my shit. Alright, so we got the engine cleaned up as good as I'm going to get it and put back together. So I also got the one side of the exhaust manifold on. I'm going to go ahead and start making me a stack on this side. Alright, I got one side made. I'm actually about to go mock it on the tractor here and figure out what I need for the rest of this side of the stack. Alright, well, I decided to do it off camera because my battery on my camera is kind of going dead a little bit, and I really don't particularly like the curve in it, but I can't get it out, and that's all I got. So that's what the stacks are going to look like. Got a little curve in them on each side. So be it. But here's our left side manifold coming down, and then up. I think it turned out okay. Alright. Here is the reveal. Yeah. A little bit of different route with them. So I'm not done yet. I still got to put a bracket in on the other side, but I'm going to probably do that tomorrow because it is getting late, and unless I can find a piece of metal that's already cut to fit, then it's kind of a I'm not going to be welding it tonight. But I put that in as a brace to keep this from wobbling so much. Here is our header coming out of the block, or out of the head. What I decided to do was instead of having them come down and up and around, I actually unbolted these from the head and just turned them around, and then cut me some pieces to fit. These were already cut like this at these sizes. I just actually cut them just a little bit more to where they would fit the angle that I needed them to go, and then welded it up. But I think it turned out pretty good. And then actually these are the pieces off of the bumper of the mudslide that I cut off, so they wouldn't hit the tire, and they ended up being perfect tips. So here we got this side, and then we come over to this side. This side's header's a little different because I had to accommodate for the old drain tube here, and I have just enough room to get it off. But this one, I actually cut the pipe because this part was dumping out right on top of the oil drain tube. So what I did was I cut it and I turned it. Then I had another piece that was flanged that I cut the flange off of and cut it down just a little bit to where it would fit the angle. And then I came up with the tube here. And onto the other dump out. I didn't think I was going to want the curved tubes, but I think it fits the tractor. I don't know, it's just different. It looks good. I like it, and I cannot wait tomorrow to hear the sound of this thing, because it is going to drastically change the sound. It just looks crazy. My wife said it looks like bull horns. So, or horns in general. I guess for the beast that fits. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, and I will see you guys, well, for y'all it'll be a second, and for me it'll be tomorrow. Another day. Another project. So, last night we got the exhaust tied up. I did go ahead and put in a brace. Also last night I went ahead and got a throttle cable hooked up. So let's see here. Zoom y'all in. Turn on the light. Throttle's hooked up. I need to tie up the fuel line, like up in this area. I also got to hook up a choke for this engine, and then honestly we'll be able to fire it up. and see how she sounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a choke hooked up real quick, and once we fire it up and hear it, then we can go ahead and get up under it, change out that pulley, and then air up the tires, and it should be ready to ride. Wow, look weird on camera with no hat on. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. So I turned that idle down some. I've got the choke lever mounted. It wasn't long enough to go to the dash, so I've learned you can actually just drill a couple holes in the hood and stick it up through one of the pins. I had to bend it a little bit because it was actually hitting over here, but it works perfect now. I've got my fuel line all strapped up here. Let's see, what else? I haven't got the clutch pulley done yet, but everything else is done. I even got the hood, you know, screwed down. I haven't done hood pins yet, but I'm just doing this to keep it from flopping around when I ride it. But damn thing runs good. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the I think them valves are a little off, and I'm gonna have to adjust those real soon. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to the clutch pulley, get that swapped out, and then we can actually toss the belt on the pulleys, roll her down off the lift, and take this thing for a ride through the yard and see what it'll do. Well, I wish I would have got this on video, but it made it that far before I completely grenaded the fucking transmission. Yeah, apparently that was just way too much torque for that trans. I'm disappointed because I really wanted to ride it, but I guess that's just telling me I need to upgrade it, because it's destroyed. It completely split gears open. We're gonna have to make a video specifically on the transmission. I'm gonna tear it down and show y'all what's going on with it, but I guess I'm gonna be pulling it back in here and pulling the transmission out of it. So, yep, there she sits, all lonesome with her bad transmission. Well, disappointing end to the video, but it is what it is. Go down there and leave me a like. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed building this thing. I'm glad it's almost done, but there you go thinking, oh, it's almost done. Something else breaks, you're never done. I don't know why I tell myself I'm almost done, because I'm never done. But go subscribe to the channel. Got apparently I got a lot more videos coming. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling the transmission out of this thing so I can start making a video on tearing it down. So until then, guys, subscribe, like the video, comment down below if you have any questions or just want to say something in general, and Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Until then, see you on the next episode.